Ugh, yeah, it's another video on the Barclays Premier League. The matches are coming thick and fast. In this show, I'm going to be giving a very brief summary of, let me count, 7 games. Firstly, one was postponed because of COVID. That's the Manchester City versus Everton. Not much to say about that. So I will be doing the others, and I'm going to do them very briefly because we've got more to come later in the week. First of all, the matches on the 28th, which was Monday, which caught me completely by surprise. Firstly, Crystal Palace at home to Leicester. 2 heavy defeats for Palace. Certainly needed to turn that around. Leicester managed to get a draw against United. Highlights, very brief. First half goalless. Second half, 51 minutes. Townsend crossed to the far post, and Wilfred Zaha, get it right, on the volley, connected with a beautiful shot, went through Schmeichel like a bullet. 1-0 to the Seagulls. Sorry, the Eagles, not the Seagulls. 82 minutes, equaliser. Harvey Barnes again, a similar sort of goal to the one he scored against United, following a slight bit of mix-up in the Palace midfield. And that was 1-1. Perez had a chance to win it, but scooped over on 94. Final score, 1-1. Crystal Palace 1, Leicester. Second game then on that Monday night was at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea at home to high-flying Aston Villa. Again, first half highlights were pretty miserable, although Villa was certainly taking it to the Blues. But they got caught on 33 minutes. A goal from a cross by Chilwell, and Giroud, just too quick really, managed to head the ball home. And so they led at the break 1-0. But within a few minutes of the restart, El Ghazi, who's been popping up all over the place in the recent matches, he managed to get the equaliser. After that, Chelsea probably had slightly the better, but Villa are a really different proposition this season, and they fully deserved their point. Final score then at Stamford Bridge, Chelsea 1, Aston Villa 1. To the Hawthorns then, West Bromwich Albion against Leeds United. Funny sort of game this really. There wasn't a lot happening until on 8 minutes, a shot, sorry, let's get this right. On 8 minutes, the defensive line of Albion were passing it across the back, and then all of a sudden, the guy following a bit of a press by Leeds, decided to swivel and do a back pass. The problem was he wasn't looking where the goalkeeper was, and it was a beautiful shot, went in the net, and Leeds had taken the lead thanks to that own goal by Sayos. They took advantage of this, and they were 2 up on 30 minutes. A great strike by Alioski, and they made it 3 when Bamford finished it off to make it 3, and before the break 3 became 4. West Brom's defence absolutely had gone away really. 4-0 at the break then, and then a late goal by Rafinha, the Brazilian, on 71 condemned West Brom to a pretty atrocious day at the office. Final score then, West Bromwich Albion 0, Leeds United 5. Next up, Amex, Brighton at home to Arsenal. Arsenal, of course, now looking to have turned the corner. This was a pretty lacklustre affair, it has to be said, and it looked like it was going to be another draw for Albion. They had, I think, the better of the first half, but Arsenal much better after the break. And on 65 minutes, a piece of really clever work by Lacazette in the box, and he curled the ball in the corner, and it followed good work by Saka, and that was it. I I did also note that Aubameyang is really not firing, but nevertheless, final score: Brighton 0, Arsenal 1, and that's 2 in a row for the Gunners. So to the clash at Turf Moor, Burnley at home to bottom club Sheffield United. Again, Burnley had the better of things in the first half, but Sheffield were competitive as always. They're battling for everything. But unfortunately, on 31 minutes, they got caught out with a bit of slack marking from a corner. Me running through, and he headed it in the corner. That put them 1 up. Second half, really, it was pretty level pegging. Ramsdale performed pretty well in the goal for Sheffield, but Pope also had to be alert. But once again, Sheffield falling short. They'd been very competitive, but you get nothing for that. Final score at Turf Moor: Burnley 1, Sheffield United 0. St Mary's the venue then. Southampton home to West Ham. Both teams got draws at the weekend. Jamepri was in for Armstrong. Ings back after his hamstring tweak. There was a couple of goals disallowed for offside by VAR. No complaints about them really. And all in all, it was a pretty drab affair. But we managed to get a little bit more action in the second half. Fabianski and McCarthy bringing the action to a safe conclusion for both defences. But in the end, it dribbled away to a goalless draw. Southampton probably not happy with that. West Ham, I think, would have been satisfied with that. No Hasenhüttl. He was at home on a COVID restriction. So final score then at St Mary's, a rather dull Southampton 0, West Ham 0. So to last night's fixtures, we'll start off at Old Trafford. Manchester United versus Wolves. Saw the highlights of this morning. It was pretty evenly matched, and it looked like it was going to end goalless. There were half chances at either end, but not too busy for the keeper. And then on 93 minutes, Marcus Rashford latched onto a crossfield ball, and he managed to evade some weary-looking defenders in the box and got his shot away, and it had a slight deflection off a Saiz, the Wolves defender, and it went past Fabricio, and that was it. United had snatched a win at the death. They go second now, 2 points adrift of Liverpool, level games. Final score then: Manchester United 1, Wolves 0.